According to new reports, Ron DeSantis, who is totally not yet running for president, even though he's very obviously running for president, has now had to resort to having his staff call Florida legislators and beg them to stop endorsing Donald Trump. 4 Republican lawmakers in the state of Florida confirmed to NBC News that, yep, I got the call from DeSantis' staff asking me not to endorse Donald Trump. Now, of course, Trump only has a handful of Florida lawmakers that have endorsed him. In fact, the number's 4. One of them, of course, is Matt Gaetz. That's not surprising. Gaetz would definitely choose Trump over DeSantis. But DeSantis wants to stop the bleeding before it gets any worse, because DeSantis right now has no endorsements from lawmakers in his own state. And he wants those endorsements, even though he's totally not running for president right now, folks. Here's the thing. Ron DeSantis is traveling the country right now on his little book tour. He's meeting with donors on the side. He's attending Republican events in other states. He's doing every single thing that indicates he's running for president, other than officially announcing he's running for president. You don't have your staff call people and tell them to not endorse a different person if you yourself are not planning on jumping in the race. And the reason this is important, actually, there's 2 reasons, 2 legal reasons. One, there is a difference in what you have to report to the Federal Election Commission when you're not a candidate versus when you are a candidate. There's also what they call a period of testing the waters, where you can do what DeSantis is doing now, but you can only do it for a short amount of time. Anything beyond that, you have to start reporting your income and expenditures just like you would if you were an officially declared candidate. At this point, it would appear that DeSantis, with his testing the waters phase, has overstepped that time limit and has to report or announce he is officially running and also report. As of right now, he hasn't done that, so he could easily be running afoul of FEC laws. The second law that he is likely violating is Florida's Resign to Run law. Here in the state of Florida, we have a law that says if any portion of the term that you're seeking interferes with the term that you currently hold, you got to resign the seat that you currently hold to run for the seat that you want. So DeSantis legally in the state of Florida cannot run for president unless he resigns as governor. But he hasn't done that either. And it's very clear from this action, calling people, telling them, don't endorse my opponent. It's clear that you're running at this point. So the FEC and Florida lawmakers have a big choice on their hands. Do we enforce the law? Do we do what the law says we have to do? Or do we just completely ignore the law so Ron DeSantis can do whatever the hell we want? Or he wants? I think we all know the answer to that. I don't think the Florida legislature is going to do anything other than try to repeal the Resign to Run law, which they actually started talking about last week on April 2nd during a meeting where they're supposed to be talking about changes to the voting system. You're not changing the voting system. You're trying to change the law so DeSantis doesn't have to resign, because he is very clearly and obviously running for president. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.